Hey everybody, this is the dude representing MGTOW is the only way to live. Excuse me. Brought up well. The date is Tuesday, February 21st at 11:45 a.m. I've been watching all these MGTOW videos. They're just fucking great, man. And again, I don't hate women. I'm fucking done with their bullshit, man. And people are calling me a pickup artist too. That makes me laugh. And like they're arguing about PUA versus blah blah blah. Dude, I don't think about this shit that much, man. I don't go into the technicalities and the subdivisions of this shit. All I know is I still want to fuck women, but I'm done with their shit. I'll never have a girlfriend again. I can tell you that. But in terms of sex, I'm just not gonna fucking bang their brains out every chance I get. But they're not gonna get my resources, that's for sure. I mean, no more than maybe $10 for a date. I got one girl actually in my Facebook that's from France, and I think she's 33. Sorry, the camera shut off. I was saying, I got this one girl on my face, and I'm not a stupid man, believe me. You know, I know I swear a lot, and that makes me sound ignorant, but that's just the way I talk, man. It's just culture. So I'm not a fucking stupid man. And I got this one girl on my Facebook. I look a bit younger. I look probably, I would say, probably look about 33. So people are always shocked when they find out I'm actually 43. So I got this one bitch on my Facebook. She's from France, and I know what's going on in her mind. So she added me on Facebook because I'm a tattoo artist, right? So, and I got a lot of Facebook friends. So, and I'm very active on social media. So, squeaky wheel gets the grease. So I got this fucking one bitch that has me on Facebook a few weeks ago. From France, and she's like 33, and I know what's going on, man. I know exactly what's going on. She wants a fucking green card, either A, B, or C. Like I went to her Facebook friends, and I saw her sister. Her sister's like 2 years older, and the mother died, by the way, a couple years ago. And the sister's just had a kid, so I know this fucking bitch has either got A, baby rabies, is looking for the fastest. She's looking for she's looking for a sucker, and I'm no sucker, or she's looking for a green card. And I asked her during the conversations, I said, "Are you a citizen?" And she said, I don't know how I asked it, but I asked her basically, so I got it out of her that she's not a citizen, so I know what she's doing. She's trying to fucking get a green card. Fucking stupid bitches, man, I swear to God. You're not gonna get a green card out of me. So she was being really, because most girls, when you hit on them on Facebook, takes forever to meet up with them. Well, the dynamics of this type of situation, for a tattoo they come right away, but that's a tattoo that's different. I don't know, that's a subdivision. But for a date or whatever, it usually takes a long haul, but she was very persistent with me, so I knew something was up. I can just tell. And so she wanted to set a date up, so I said, okay, I'll be downtown, we'll meet up. And I stood her up, because I don't give a fuck about it, right? Why the fuck would I even care? I get home and get like 11 o'clock at night, and she sends me this fucking email, like, very disappointed I didn't show up. She says, like, it's not a very good first impression for a first date, standing me up. Like, I give a fuck. Like, I know you're using me for a fucking green card or baby rabies. You hit the wall, bitch, fucking soaking it, you know? Marinating that shit. Marinating the stand-up. And I have quite a few, actually, early 30-year-old girls that are sort of pulling this shit on me, because I sort of present myself as successful on Facebook, like as everybody does, you know. And not that I'm not, but it just, like, I learned a long time. Yeah, it's obnoxious presenting yourself as successful on Facebook, but you have no other choice. You have to do that, especially if you want to be a successful career doing tattoos. So I can tell when someone's using me. 3 years into tattooing, I can tell when I'm being used, or I can sort of tell what their intentions are. Yeah, and I wanted to touch on a topic here. Fucking women are cheap, man. Guys, don't ever work for if a girl's 27, because 7 years ago my main income was painting apartments. That was my main income. I really pursued that. Put an ad on Craigslist, my painting services. And I gotta tell you guys, do not ever work for a girl who's between the age of, who has an apartment and she's like 20 to 30. Do not ever do it. They are fucking cheap. I remember when the economy tanked in 2008. But this would have been around 2010. It was January, and I was really desperate for money. Really desperate for money. Jobs were just not coming. It was really hard to find work during this period. So took my ad, and I had a shit box too. And that thing was falling apart, man. And it was really a stressful time because I had very little money on me. This is 2010-ish. Fuck, man. I remember I just got a camera too. No, sorry, so this is 2011. I just got a camera, a really good camera. This camera I'm using, $1,400 camera. And I was learning how to do photography, so I was doing photo shoots with girls. I photoshot about 10 girls before I got sick of it. Because when you do photo shoots with girls, oh, man, they're users. They expect a free fucking photo session with you, and they're texting their boyfriend the whole time. And when you get home, they want you their edited photos immediately, and they keep bugging you. And what they do when they get the edited photos, they just post it and get attention from it, and you get nothing out of it. There's nothing in it for you. Nothing. You think maybe you might wait a good way to meet girls. It's not, man. They're just fucking using you. And when you give them the photos, they put it on Facebook and they get attention from everybody. And it's like all of a sudden you have all this competition. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? So, but here, don't ever do contract jobs for girls in this age bracket. Because let me tell you, I was so desperate in January of 2011 for money. It was a dead winter, it was freezing outside. And like I said, I had that shit box. So I got a job 30 kilometers from my house, okay? And, one second. Sorry, I had to go do something. I'm back. So yeah, like I was saying, yeah, don't ever fucking photo shoot girls. Actually, when I was photo shooting, one of my last photo shoots, I photoshopped this girl 3 times. And then she said, well, I remember talking on Facebook, organizing another photo shoot, and she said, well, the next photo shoot, can we have my friend come over? And, oh god, the friend was gorgeous. But, so there's 2 of them, right? We'll call one of them Eliza, and we'll call the other one Phyllis. So Phyllis was this tall blonde, her friend, the tall blonde, and Eliza was this darker haired one. I photoshopped her 3 times. But anyways, man, Eliza was such a fucking pothead. I remember, the last time I photoshopped her, she was so fucking stoned, man. She was lost in her eyes. But I remember, like, on this particular photo shoot, I had them on the bed and making them touchy-feely stuff, and I thought I was really getting fucking horny, and I was letting them know I was horny. Because I was, like, sweating and, like, really complimentary, kind of simp mangina-ish, but kind of taking charge at the same time. And the blonde girl was, like, 19, 20, and the other one was, like, 21. And I could tell the one, Eliza, wanted to kiss Phyllis. You could tell because I was sort of making them get close to each other. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to get a threesome here. But I remember at some point I stopped the photo shoot, and the blonde one was having a text fight with her boyfriend, and that ruined the mood. And I actually had to drive her home. Fucking mangina, I was a fucking simp, man. I drove her home to her boyfriend's house. Fuck, I was a simp, man. Motherfucker, man. I'm going to write that down. Do not be a simp. But anyways, it was a pretty erotic experience. I was thinking I was going to get a threesome, but oh fuck, I think I could have, man. I think I could have had it been a little more aggressive. I don't know, man. Anyways, that was fun. But again, it's not worth it, because once the photos are done, they want them on Facebook, and then they put them on Facebook, and they get attention from 300 guys, and all of a sudden it's like this big fucking competition. So it's like I'm sitting here, all my efforts were for some other guy, you know? It's fucking crazy. And let me tell you, man, I photoshopped some dumbass. These 19-year-olds are fucking dumb as a wall, man. I remember I photoshopped this one girl, this goth chick, fucking dumb as a wall. Personality of a fucking roll of masking tape. Fucking dumb, man. And let me tell you, man, like a lot of these girls, like I remind everybody, a lot of these girls who present themselves, because first of all, they're all models on Facebook, right? They're full of shit, man. You meet them in real life, they don't look anything like the photos. They're fucking 30 pounds heavier, and they're fucking losers, man, half the time. But I digress, man. Getting back to the story. So I was really, really desperate for money in January of 2011. So I had my ad on Craigslist for a painter, and so the girl, she says to me on the phone, I'm moving into this apartment, and so of course I have to drive out there, and it cost me $10 in gas just to get there. Okay. So we make a deal, and she's only going to move in when the paint job is done. And let me tell you guys, I don't know if any of you guys painted apartments, but it can be a lot of work. Let me tell you. So, oh God, I mean, and also too, she was pretty too, so I was mangina back then, of course, and I gave her a break in the price, and the price ended up being, I think I said I'd do for $300. Guys, let me tell you, man, this was $1,000 job, minimum. Everything required 3 coats, the ceilings were fucking 10 feet high, if not 12. Multiple colors, ceilings, fucking, it was unbelievable, man. I went to that place at least 10 times, 10 sessions. And that's where I did one of the photo shoots too. I did it at midnight. I went in there at midnight. Let me tell you guys, I must have worked 40, 50 hours, okay? And each time I went there, it cost me $10 in gas. I must have went there, it must have cost me $100 in gas, okay? So on the last, and it was taking long, so it was annoying her, but fuck, dude, everything required 3 coats of paint. It was insane. It was an insane amount of work. Not only that, the place was a shithole when I started the paint job. Sorry, the camera shut off again. Yeah, I was saying, the place required 3 coats. It was just a really huge job. Fucking taping, nightmare everywhere, fucking corners, ceilings, multiple colors. Probably the place was probably 80 years old too, so there's a lot of like fucking heaters and shit you had to paint, and the place was really, really in disorder when I entered there. Like I said, she just rented it, so, and by disorder I mean fucking a year's worth of cobwebs, fucking dust everywhere. I mean, yeah, I even had to paint like shelves and stuff, like cupboards, in and out of the cupboards, like, and then the cupboards were fucking disgusting, like fucking rat shit everywhere, like especially in the kitchen. Sorry, the camera shut off again. Yeah, I was saying, so the place was in disorder, like fucking cobwebs everywhere, fucking rat shit in the fucking kitchen behind the fridge, 7 years worth of fucking cobwebs. It's just disgusting, man. Like, really, I really got fucked on that job. And so she was getting annoyed, and I always had to remind her to get more paint, and that was really annoying her, because she just wouldn't accept that it took all this paint. So like every time I said, well, I need another fucking bucket of paint, she's like, really? I don't have a lot of money, blah, blah. What the fuck you want to do? You know what I mean? Like, it was just insane, guys. It must have been 50, 60 hours. It was just insane amount of work, man, for $300. So on the very last night, and I was thinking the whole time, because she was batting her eyes at me too, right? She'd come and visit me every now and then. And fucking, it was the dead of winter too, so parking was a nightmare. Fuck, man, that job. And I actually got stopped by the cops on my way back one night on the highway, which sucked as well, because I had my shit box, and the thing was a pile of shit. Lucky they would even start. Fucking hole in the ground. When I'd go over a puddle, when it was in the fall, I get sprayed in the face, because there was a hole by my where the gas pedal is. There was like a hole that had rusted through the bottom, and every time I'd pass over a fucking puddle, fucking water would spray me in the face. I was such a fucking loser back then, guys. But okay, so anyways, on the last fucking day, the last session of the paint job, she came to pay me, because I was like, okay, there was 2 hours of paint left. I had it on a cell phone. Okay, well, I'm gonna come and pay you, and then take back the key or whatever. So she shows up on a Friday night, and she's on a date with this guy. Okay? So, fuck, man. So, and then when she came, she noticed things that needed to be painted. She's like, well, that's not done, that's not done, that's not done. Well, for fuck's sakes, another fucking 10 hours of painting. I'm thinking in my mind. Well, I said, well, look. I said, I'm gonna have to come back then. But can you please pay me? I need some money. So, okay, guys. So there would have been another 10 hours of painting. Okay, actually, this story's coming back to me now. This place was a fucking nightmare of paint job, man. Fucking cob was a fucking biohazard. This fucking place, man. I gotta tell you. But anyway, so Jesus, fucking cheap ass bitch too. Fucking 20-year-old, 24-year-old entitled cunts. So she says to me, well, okay, well, then you got to come back then, but I'll pay you now. But I'm only gonna give you $250. Okay, I'll give you the rest of the $50 when you come back and when you're finished. So I'm in my mind, I'm just furious, but what can I do? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna raise a stink about it. So I took the $250, and when she left, I started, I analyzed it. I said, okay, well, look, if I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna make $50 for another 10 hours of work. That's not fucking cool. So I took I left the key there, and when she left, I did my 2 hours of painting that was agreed upon, and then I left, and then I never saw her again. Never saw her again. Fucking cunt, man. So basically, I only made $150 profit for, say, 50, 60 hours of work. You know, it was on, because again, I paid $100 in gas to get there. It was unbelievable. Like, women are fucking cheap, man. And I'm not even gonna argue with her because it's not even worth it. I just learned from that lesson. You know, I was just reminded again. You know, I was just gonna, like, I'm a man, so I'm not gonna fucking make a big stink about it. But I'll take it as a lesson. You know, my ex-girlfriend, on the other hand, when she did a job and she felt she was underpaid, she actually took the guy to court. This is the difference between women, girls and guys. Guys will just accept it and take it as a life lesson. Girls make a big fucking stink about it. You know, I can remember my ex-girlfriend. She used to do. I'm not gonna say what the job is because I don't want to identify her, but she would take these jobs, these contract jobs on, and then she would get so stressed out about them that she would guilt you into helping her. So you're sitting there working for her for free, and she guilt her family into working for her as well. So we're all fucking suffering. And if you could dare complain, she'd be like, "Oh, you don't want to help me, you don't want to help me." So it's like she'd take these jobs on, but her jobs meant your jobs. And I remember once when we went to this contract job, and her father showed up. She was so stressed out, and she was screaming at her father, and then she stormed off, and the father was like visibly shaking, and I didn't know the guy. This is early in our relationship, and I think this is probably the first time I ever met him, and I went over to him, and I patted him on the back, and I said, there, it's gonna be okay. Like, this fucking bitch had everyone in her world wrapped around her little finger. I mean, the father was almost in tears. I had to basically console a grown man. There, it's okay, it's gonna be okay. Like, she was fucking insane, guys. Fucking crazy. I remember once she went away to on a vacation, and she had a job teaching children art, and I'm a tattoo artist, so I'm actually a better artist than she will ever be. You fucking bitch. So for whatever reason, she asked me if I could take over the course for a week, and I don't even remember if I accepted. But all I remember is she was on vacation and she had to have someone fill the shift in, so I begrudgingly walked over to the fucking rec center, walked up the stairs, and early, and then I guess told the lady I was substituting or some shit, I don't remember, but so I went there half an hour early, and I followed the instructions of the lesson that I was going to give, and I swear to God, man, as soon as this group of fucking children walked in the door, I just looked at them like Larry David, pretty much. I looked at them and I said, no, this ain't happening. I just walked out and went home. I am not a teacher of children. And my ex-girlfriend was furious, blaming me that she got fired and stuff like that. Well, listen, bitch, show up for work. Fuck that shit, man. This girl would impose her life on you. She was a fucking pain in the ass, man. I have another story about a paint job I took for this couple, which I'll tell in another video. Just to remind me, it's a 43-year-old man and a fucking 23-year-old girl. 21, maybe 22 at the time. And fuck, that went on for 10 days as well. Fucking, and it's a juicy story. It's funny as shit. But anyways, guys, please comment, please like, please share, and please subscribe. Please click the bell. Appreciate everyone's comments. It's fucking amazing. It's amazing to get all this shit off my chest and help people. And the guy was pointing out that he said that I was a pickup artist, and he basically said, at least I have stories to tell. Like, not everyone's born with good genetics or whatever. Some people they don't have a good genetic, they don't win the genetic lottery, he said. And that was a really good point. I guess some people aren't in the position to even enjoy these fucking experiences. I never really even thought about that before I heard that comment. But it's everybody lives their own journey. I'm just telling my story. This was my journey, and I just wish that everybody can enjoy life, and I wish even women could enjoy life. I just wish they would behave a little better and get the chips off their shoulder. I always tell women that, if your intention is to keep a man, then just fucking treat him like a god and tell him what he wants to hear, make him feel great. But if your intention is to lose a man, then keep up the shit you pull, because no man's gonna put up with bullshit forever. You get these feminists, well, I can do without a man anyway. Well, I'm telling you, you feminists, you're on notice. there's a pushback now. I've noticed in the climate of the culture leading up to last year, such a fucking wave of third wave feminism with the with the social justice warriors, the whole Trump thing. And I'm telling you, man, like, for me, I was being sensitive for a while, but it was like pushed me into the corner so far. Like, no more. Fuck you fucking people. Fuck you feminists. You know, you don't even like us anyways. Go fuck yourself. And let me tell you, stupid fucking feminist bitches, if it weren't for men, and you're not equal to men, if it weren't for men, this world would not function. Men are fucking better at girls than everything, by and large, you know, except for, like, say, pole dancing or some shit like that, or, you know, the little variables, okay? If it weren't for men, this world would fucking fall apart. If men took one fucking day off, forget about it, man. Infrastructure, all that shit, man, go to fucking hell, man. I even think that if men just disappeared off this fucking planet, I think that the world will go nuclear, because there'd be no one around to maintain the nuclear plants, and I think there would be meltdowns. I would imagine. And I'm telling you, I'm sure it's fucking, you always see in fucking movies, like, say, Alien versus Predator, like, they go get the girl specialist and then she bosses all the men around. Get the fuck out of here, man. Or that movie Kick-Ass with that little girl. When I watched it, I was pretty entertained watching that little 10-year-old kick ass, but then the more that time has passed on it, I'm actually angry about that. It's like so unrealistic, man. Like, as if a fucking girl, a 10-year-old girl, can kick a fucking grown man's ass. Give me a fucking break. The new Star Wars movie, give me a fucking break, man. The Ghostbusters movie, give me a fucking break. Like that Gavin McKinn's video, saying that women are fucking scared of ghosts. Look up Gavin McKinnis Ghostbuster review. Give me a fucking break, man. Women are fucking scared of their own shadow. Okay, guys, take care. This is fucking craziness. Isn't this world fucking nuts? I mean, this world is crazy. This world is fucking insane. Like, how did it get so topsy-turvy? Like, fuck, man. It's unbelievable. These women are so fucking stupid, man. Men go out and fucking hunt, and women nest, and that's it. Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying. It was the caveman days. For fucking a million years, it's been the system, and all of a sudden, women are gonna try to say they're fucking equally as strong as a man. Give me a fucking break. I remember my ex-girlfriend used to say to me, if a guy would rape me, I'd beat him up. Give me a fucking break. How the fuck are you gonna beat up a man? And I would say to her, I'd say, look, you know, I don't want to tarnish your ego, but a man's probably stronger than you. And I used to tell her, I said, look, if you're getting raped, just kick the guy in the balls. And she'd say, no, I beat him up. Well, I'm like, well, you just kick him in the balls, that'll probably work. She doesn't understand what getting kicked in the balls feels like either. And at one point I said, well, arm wrestle me. And the guys, it was a fuck. And my girlfriend was 5'7", 130 pounds. Arm wrestling, it was a fucking joke, man. She's two fucking arms trying to fucking pull my one arm down. It was a fucking joke, man. These women are fucking delusional. Alright, guys, take care.